What's going on with all my billionaires out there? This the guy Hood's Billionaire. Welcome to Hood's Billionaire TV. Big favor, big abundance. On today's episode, we gonna be talking about LeBron James standing tall, telling the media that they didn't ask him any questions about Jerry Jones. Now let's talk about it. So if y'all not familiar with this whole Jerry Jones situation, a picture surfaced of Jerry Jones from back in the 1950s. Jerry's about 14 years old. And it's a crowd of white people approaching like two young black boys because they had just announced desegregation, so black people were welcome in white schools. And I saw the picture. I'ma just keep it real. Now this is just me being real. I'm a diehard Cowboys fan. Y'all know this because y'all watch the channel. And I've been a diehard Cowboys fan for years. You feel what I'm saying? And as me coming up in the years from a little boy till now, one thing that I always took pride in, and shit, every one of my family members that love the Cowboys took pride in, is that Jerry always show love to the black players. You never heard one black player ever say anything bad about Jerry. You never heard no black players saying anything that Jerry was ever racist, ever said no racist shit, did no racist shit. You never heard no black players say that. Matter of fact, most black players love Jerry Jones. I don't know too many that don't speak highly on Jerry Jones as a human being. You never heard that before. Matter of fact, the hate that I ever heard came from Jerry Jones be from people like Troy Aikman. You know what I'm saying? Who's a white guy. You feel what I'm saying? But you've never heard that. So, I took that with a grain of salt. I'm like, well, that's a super old picture. And it wasn't like Jerry was in the front of the picture. Like, look at this picture. Like, Jerry is clearly like in the back of the it more so looked like he like looking to see what's going on type shit. You feel what I'm saying? It don't look like he in the front yelling at the black people. It kind of looked like he was there and he kind of just like looking to see what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's what I got from that picture. So I really didn't pay much into it, but I gotta keep it 100. What it did was open a Pandora's box for a lot of other things to be spoken on. You know what I'm saying? In regards to Jerry Jones. And I just gotta be real. This shit real. We gonna keep it 100. And I love the Cowboys, but I gotta keep it real. You feel what I'm saying? I have to keep it real. So it's like, LeBron, when he was doing his interview, when he was doing press conference after the game, at the very end, when there was no more questions left, LeBron asked the reporters, like, hey, I just want to know, like, why you guys didn't ask me any questions about that Jerry Jones photo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't ask me any questions about the Jerry Jones photo. Y'all didn't ask me about KYRIE. Y'all didn't ask me about Kaepernick when he was taking a knee. Y'all asked me about all them other different situations, but y'all didn't ask me one thing about this Jerry Jones photo. He was like, and that's kind of playing into what we speaking of as a community. You know what I'm saying? He's saying like KYRIE is his brother, and he know KYRIE don't hate no Jewish people, but yet y'all still ask him questions about KYRIE. You asking Kaepernick. We know Kaepernick don't hate the USA or you feel what I'm saying? He was kneeling for a cause, but y'all asked me about the situation, but y'all not gonna ask me about Jerry Jones. He's like, and once I understood I understood what he was saying, and I get what he's saying in the context of this. Not even about Jerry Jones in that picture. What it's really about is the fact that black people get treated differently in the media. If it's a story about some black people that can be had, motherfuckers is gonna be all over it and asking all type of questions about it. The Ime Udoka situation, shit like that, shit that really we didn't even really have to know what happened with Ime and the chick. Like, if they just said they wanted to let him go for reasons they didn't want to really speak of, but let's say a violation of company policy, we suspend him for violation of company policy. We didn't even have to know he was fucking with no chick or nothing like that. That brought shame. That brought energy to his child, to his wife. You feel what I'm saying? To knee alone. That didn't need to be done. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all did it anyway. Because it was a story. Y'all dug and asked about it and was asking about it. And y'all did the same with KYRIE and wanted them to do all type of buck dancing and buck breaking and all type of shit like that. And nigga, you gotta meet with this one and pay these people this and go do this and tell us what you learned and all this. So I understand what he's saying. In the media, black people get treated different, bro. Somebody should have asked him a question about that Jerry Jones situation, because we all know LeBron James is a diehard Cowboys fan. We all know this. We all know LeBron James is a diehard Cowboys fan. We all know this. LeBron James is a diehard Cowboys fan. You feel what I'm saying? We all know this. Well, you don't never hear nothing about Brett Favre. Why they don't never bring up Brett Favre? This nigga Brett Favre is in the middle of a motherfucking multi-million-dollar welfare scandal. This nigga was smuggling millions of dollars from welfare that was going to impoverished communities, probably majority black. I'm sure a bigger percentage black, because we talking about Mississippi. I think that's where he from. And this nigga, and use it to build a new volleyball court for his daughter. Think about how sick that is, and motherfuckers ain't making news about that. Think about how sick that is. Nigga embezzled like 2 or 3 million in welfare fraud to give to his daughter's alma mater to build them a new volleyball stadium, when this man that made over $100 million in his career. That's fucking sick. But y'all, I really haven't heard nobody asking nobody in the press about that. That's crazy. That's crazy. And so I think what it is he's just using that, because it's not the picture. The picture, I'ma just keep it real, is not enough. I don't give a fuck how much I love the Cowboys. If Jerry would have been one of them young niggas in the front that looked like they was yelling and screaming about the fight, the young black boys, I would have condemned that. And I'm not fucking with Jerry until he come out and make a public apology. I don't give a fuck if you was 14 years old. You feel what I'm saying? I want a public fucking apology for that situation, and I need to know that that's not still in your heart. Because if you was like that then, that mean you like that now. You feel what I'm saying? That mean that's still in there somewhere. So I would want that, but just off that pitch, that wasn't enough. But what it was enough was to spark the conversation. It was enough to spark the conversation. Jerry, we ain't never had no black head coach. We got some black quarterbacks. I mean, we got Dak. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have some black quarterbacks. You feel what I'm saying? But we ain't never had no black head coach. Never no black GM, even though you're the GM. You know what I'm saying? Never. You know, I shout out Will McClays over there though. You know what I'm saying? So it's a couple people over there in high positions, of high authority position, that's black. You feel what I'm saying? But what we saying is, it ain't never been no black head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. You feel what I'm saying? And but that might be for other reasons though. Me being a diehard Cowboys fan, I got to be real. See, this is me being 100% honest and just being realistic with what's going on. The type of owner Jerry Jones is, he wants to have complete control over the team, over the players, over the coaches. I don't know if it's any black coaches that's willing to take that from Jerry. You kind of hear him say it all the time. A black coach gonna be more like Jimmy Johnson, where it's like, nigga, get off my back. This is my team. Let me coach my team. And if you not okay with Jerry being down your back, like how Mike McCarthy is, you feel what I'm saying? Then you probably wouldn't fit there. So I mean, I gotta be fair about that, saying that. But at the end of the day, I do understand what they saying. And shout out to Jason Williams, because he did say something real. And you didn't denounce racism. We didn't hear Jerry say, hey, racism is deplorable. It's a lot of crazy things was going on back in that time. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of crazy shit that was going on back in that time. And, I never been stood with that, and I never been okay with that. That was during a curious time of my life. I wanted to see what was going on. I was 14 years old, but I don't stand with none of that. Now, one thing, like I said, I can't say is Jerry's actions have always stood tall for the type of person that he is. If you ask any black player that used to be a part of the Dallas Cowboys organization, they all pretty much speak highly on Jerry Jones. You know what I'm saying? For his business acumen and just him as a person. So, I can't throw it on him if it ain't there. But LeBron was right about, if it got something to do with black people, y'all gonna ask. It don't matter if it's basketball, football, baseball. Y'all gonna make a big fucking deal out of it. But when it come down to somebody like Jerry Jones or Brett Favre a fucking player. He ain't no owner. Why y'all ain't blasting that shit and seeing? I heard Shannon Sharp speak on it. Shout out to Shannon Sharp on that. But other than that, motherfuckers ain't bringing that shit up and talking about it and ain't doing nothing about it. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't think that's right. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, that's just how I feel about the situation, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. You know what I'm saying? I know this come with getting the Super Bowl, though. You know what I'm saying? I know when you know it's our year, shit gonna come up. Shit gonna happen. That's life. I want y'all to take this as a euphemism for your life. If you going through a season where you going through some shit and shit just be popping up out of nowhere and you just don't know why, no, it's because it's something greater that's finna come for you at the end of that rainbow. You know what I'm saying? It is something greater that's gonna be coming for you at the end of that path. You know what I'm saying? So me and my brothers laughed this like, oh, they trying to throw shit on Jerry. You know we close to winning the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know what y'all think in this situation, man. It's the guy Hoods Billionaire. Big favor, big abundance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. This the guy Hoods Billionaire. Big favor, big abundance. I'm gone.